Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well today, and I've got something pretty interesting to share with you all. So recently I've been getting back into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I've mostly been enjoying it. For the most part I've really just been playing the online mode, but I have sometimes been playing offline to unlock all the other characters as well. One of the modes that interested me online, aside from Quickplay, which you can just hop into a match and find someone and get your ass beat, is online tourney mode, where you can participate in a rule set that changes every so often to get spirits that you can use for all sorts of things. While this general premise is fine, the one thing that caught my eye with the online tourney mode is not the items you get, it's more so the players I've been coming across. Where, not to sound rude or anything, these players are not that good. So initially I just thought, oh okay, they're just kids playing the game, just giving it a go, seeing what the online tourney mode is all about, things like that. But what really got my attention is when I kept constantly coming across a similar pattern. It felt like a pattern of players I was coming across. They all shared generic person names, they all used random characters, and they all played like low-level CPU players. I wanted to know what was going on, so I had an assumption that these players were bots. So, in search of this, I decided to do a bit of network analysis on Smash Ultimate, and the results I got back were pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Alright everyone, we are logged into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Online, and you may notice right away in the bottom right hand corner of your screen there is a Wireshark window and a connection speed display. These can help us tell if we're in an actual match, and will tell us how much the game is transferring when we're in online matches. So first of all, we're just gonna get some quick play matches out of the way first. And then after this, we'll go into online tourney and we'll see if we can find any fake opponents. This hopefully shouldn't take too long. And there we go, found a match pretty quickly actually, it took less than I thought. And you may notice in the Wireshark window in the connection speed there is traffic and stuff going through. This is obviously a real quick play match, and let's see. So, as you can see, as we're playing, the game wants to so as you can see, as we're playing through the match, we have a connection speed of between 96 and 104 kilobits per second for the receiving, and we can see a lot of packets going through Wireshark. So this is the general idea of what a real match looks like in the network perspective. The reason why I'm doing this now is because this will come into play later when we eventually get into online tourney, and can help us see if we're actually matched with a real opponent. Right, and Republic of which this opponent's actually pretty good. Definitely see she's trying to pull off some combo on me. Oh, yep. Okay, I actually somehow got her when she was doing that quick attack thing. Okay. Okay, that was close. Oh yeah, nah. There you go. That should do it. There we go. Nice and simple game, and as you may have noticed in the Wireshark and connection speed, we had a pretty consistent rate between 96 and 104 kilobits per second. This opponent is pretty good, by the way. Now that's done, let's go ahead and do some online tourney and see if we can catch a fake player. See if we can catch the fakes I'm talking about earlier. Now there is a chance we will come across a real player, but almost every time I have played online tourney, I have always encountered at least one fake player. I like to call them fakes, but they're mostly low-level CPU players that Nintendo tries to make you think they're real, but they're actually not real at all. I'll be back when this starts. One other thing I noticed, you may notice already, we're not really getting that much bandwidth happening in Wireshark. Like, not many packets are going through. And looks like the connection speed is so low that Windows is not even recognizing it. Okay, we're just about ready to go now, and let's see what we get. Yeah, okay, these are all mostly just generic, like, usernames, and you may have seen earlier that we've got no traffic, that we had no traffic going through Wireshark at all. Like, even during the jump cuts, I did not see any traffic pop through at all once. Now this will be the ultimate test to see if this player is fake or real. But notice something odd? If you remember the Quickplay match that we just did, there was actual, like, lots of traffic and stuff going through. On this one, there's a couple of small spikes, but nowhere near the previous player that we were up against. So this is most definitely a fake player, or more so just a very low level CPU. That I believe the game does change the CPU level, but for the most part this is not a real player you're playing against. Like, you'd be better off just playing offline tourney with CPU players. And even though this is a fake player, you are still subject to getting banned if you get disconnected from this player. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There we go. But as I was saying, if I pulled the Ethernet cable right now from my Switch 2, I would get banned for like an hour or whatever the game says. Even though this player is not real at all, you can still be punished as if it was a real player. Yeah, I'm not the best player at Smash, but I can't even get this player all the time. What am I doing? And also notice something different. I know not all players respond to, like, finishing messages, but every single time I've done this, they've never responded. Real players sometimes respond, but not everyone does. Okay, that was quick. Round one's done. Now it's got to wait, quote unquote, for everyone else, and that was quick as well. That was also quick. So I believe the game, like, finishes all of them quickly as well as soon as you finish, I guess. As you can notice here, this Kevin, or player, we've got here. Notice that it's the same as last match. No traffic's going through at all. However, something I sometimes have noticed is that if you can finish the match quickly, sometimes the game waits a little bit for the other players, quote unquote, to end. Possibly to maybe give you the illusion that you're going against real players even more. I don't know if I can pull it off on this one, but I have had it happen to me a few times. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It might happen this time, probably. Yeah, it's happening. The game's basically tricking you, thinking the players are real because they're still fighting. But I believe they have like a set time as to when they're supposed to finish. In quotes. So as you saw in the window, we get a little bit of traffic spiking here and there, but when we actually get into game, nothing at all. So this is yet another bot, unfortunately. Now I also want to reiterate that not all players you'll come across online tourney will be bots. I have come across a couple of real players, but it really depends on the time and day you play at. Like, I'm playing pretty late at in my time zone right now, so there most likely isn't really anybody up right now. But there's somebody up for quick match though. It could just be that nobody's playing online tourney. There you go. That should do it. And they lived. Nope. Quick and easy match as well. This wasn't even a real match. Why am I even talking about this? These matches aren't even with real people. And as you saw there, that was an online tourney full of bot players. It is unbelievable how Nintendo has it this way. And even though it's currently one-on-one tourney, this happens with the normal mode as well, where 4 players go up against each other. So yeah, that's my conclusion to this whole shebang. So in conclusion, Smash Ultimate Online Tourney Mode does use bots in situations where it cannot find real players. It's pretty weird how Nintendo has not really told us about this, but it is what it is, I guess. Hopefully you found this video interesting, and thank you for watching. I'd like to do more videos like this, so if you have a game that you'd like me to look at the networking of, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.